Hello, everyone. Welcome to Health Check, where you can stop, take a minute, check in on you. I'm your host, as you can see, Dr. Bolling. Let's talk about stress today. As we know, the month of April is Stress Awareness Month. This is the month, though, however, we're going to be aware of our stress and we're going to be aware of when we are stressed so we can stress less, as you saw on the topic. I want to encourage you today, as I encourage myself and was encouraging myself even from the beginning of the year, for those who tune into Soul Detox, as we were talking about emotional intelligence, and all the good nuggets that came through Soul Detox. Stress management was one of the topics that was discussed. And oh my goodness, did I not realize that emotional intelligence had so much to do with stress management? The more emotionally intelligent we are, the less stressed that we are. Did you even know what the definition of stress is? Well, I'm glad you asked. Stress is having that mental and emotional strain in our lives. Mental, emotional strain because of different circumstances that we experience in life. And through, as I'm recapping, even in my mind, Soul Detox, we learn that we can cognitively reappraise our perspective. We can change the way we view things. We can change the way that we interpret things so that way we can stress less. So, yes, a lot of the times we experience stress in our days, we experience stress throughout our workday. Currently, dealing with myself, even being in the role of healthcare, there's constant demands, there's needs, there's wants, there's expectations to be met over the day, over the course of a matter of hours. And here we are during the lunch break, right? I hope you're taking a break. And we experience, sometimes we can experience stress within a 4-hour period, and it can be overwhelming. Different circumstances, things that we experience can be very overwhelming, but we can change the way in which we perceive it, the way in which we look at it, and we could take the power out of stress. That's right. Put it in the chat. We can take the power out of stress. We can actually stress less by changing our perspective. But something that I want to encourage you today to reduce stress, take a break. Take a break. Especially, like I'll use myself as an example. I can definitely work right through lunch. I can do charting. I can talk. I can engage. I can make patient phone calls. I can do all these things. But to stress less, I'm going to be intentional and take a break. So today, my encouragement to you is to take a break. That combats stress. Taking a break is intentional in so many different ways. Sometimes when we say, I'm taking a break, but we go right to our phone and we flip, 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 that doesn't cause any type of rest to our brain activity. We know our brains are going to be active and do what they're supposed to do, but there's a lot of brainwave activity that goes into looking at our phones, answering text messages, doing all these busy works. That's not taking a break. I want to encourage you, as I said to myself, we're going to take 5 minutes of do nothing. Enjoy the meal that I'm eating, enjoy the water that I'm drinking. And I encourage you to do the same. Be present in the moment. That's one tool that we can use to stress less. Be present in the moment. I love going to the beach. I'm sure you love doing various different things too, as well, throughout your day, in terms of where your happy places, where your safe places. But sometimes you can't get there. Sometimes you can't drive there. Sometimes you can't take a plane to get there at that moment in time. But you can make that stress less experience present for you today, right where you are. You can invite God's presence in. You can read the word. You can meditate on the word. To give yourself 5 minutes of do nothing. If you're at work, this is the lunch hour. Take that time of do nothing. Sometimes we have our productivity logs, we have our lists that we're trying to attend to, we have various different things that we may want to accomplish in the day. And then sometimes we get to 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, and we may feel overwhelmed. We may have that mental and emotional tension because of the things that we experience throughout the day. But we have the opportunity to stress less. And a tool that we can use to stress less is to take a break. We're not powerless to stress. We're not powerless to circumstances that we endure throughout the day. You know, we think about the scripture, peace he gave us, and peace is what he leaves with us. And we can activate that peace right where we are. Yes, the job can be stressful. Yes, the individuals that we engage with can trigger stress, right? But we have the power to cognitively reappraise. We can change the way that we are thinking, the way that we're perceiving things, and we can activate peace right where we are. Thinking on things that are good, thinking on things that are of good report, of good virtue, things that are pure, things that are just. We can think about the last good thing that happened. Use our minds to not stress and overthink about certain things, but let's use our minds to think on good things. The last thing God answered, the way that we are able to get up and dress ourselves, and we were able to eat good food, we were able to drink good water. Think about those things, because guess what? Especially during the lunch hour, when we've had a stressful maybe 4 or 5 hours of the first half of the day, we're more likely to maybe not eat the lunch that we brought. We're more likely to go out and get some quick fix food to manage the chemical imbalance that we're feeling because of stress. And then guess what? Blood pressure goes up, blood sugar goes up, all these side effects that don't need to happen. Why? Because we didn't take the time to realize we may be stressed, we may be overwhelmed, and we didn't take the time to activate that peace in that moment to be able to regulate ourselves, become aware that we're stressed. Take that time to regulate ourselves so that way we're not overwhelmed and do things that are impulsive and reactive, such as going through the drive-through, knowing that what our blood pressure is, our cholesterol is, our blood sugar is, knowing even how our lungs have been sounding, right? We let stress control us rather than us controlling it. So I encourage you today, take a break, do nothing for at least 5 minutes. I'm going to challenge you as I'm challenging myself. I like to get things done, but nope, I'm going to give myself back the time that I deserve, as well as you deserve it as well. Take the time, be still, and know that he is God. Be still even in this day and allow him to be God of your day. Allow him to be God in that moment in time, and allow him to be enthroned where you are, at your work, in your car, wherever you may be. You may be in the hospital watching this. Enthrone God right where you are and allow that peace to be activated in your day, so you're not overwhelmed and you're not taken out because of the day, and you're not making rash, impulsive decisions that cause your health to go in the opposite direction of from where it needs to go. So I pray that you are encouraged. I pray that you are blessed. Let's have a stress less day today. Go ahead and put hashtag I choose life, and put I choose life in your own words of how you want to stress less today. We know activities and events and things are happening in life, but guess what? Activate the power of prayer in that. Invite God in. Stress less, right? He says to cast your cares because he cares for us. So cast them today. Take that 5 minutes, cast them. I know you got stuff to do, but take that 5 minutes, cast them, and allow yourself to be encouraged and activate the peace that is present to you today. I pray that you are blessed. Go ahead, put hashtag I choose life. As always, we have the choice today between life and death, blessings and curses. I call on all of heaven to witness the decision that you and I make today. Oh, that we would choose life so that not only we would live, but our children's children would live as well. And they would learn to live a stress-less life. Go ahead and put I choose life and say that you're going to choose life by stressing less today. Be blessed, everyone. I'll see you here again next week, Tuesday, on the live. and or on the replay. Be blessed, everyone. Bye-bye.